Live?
We are live.
We're live.
We're
We're
live.
live. We're live. We're live. Thank you.
We're live, and I can see that my head is getting blocked by the live
Is it is a
and the number, but that's cool.
is the lighting good? Is the lighting good?
The lighting is gonna be as good as it's gonna get.
All right, good, good. Hey, first and foremost, thank you everybody for tuning in to tonight's episode. It's not a regular episode that I would like to do, but it's a necessary episode. And tonight a lot's gonna be spoken about, a lot of stuff. Um, there's different categories of things or topics that I'm gonna touch on. But it does include in an overall mindset family and the raising of children. And well, the raising of children that leads to decision making, right? As a young adult. Even young adults will say 24 years old. That's still a youthful mindset, I guess some people say. But in overall, the raising of children, and pointing them and guiding them and directing them in the direction that you would want them to go. Okay, so before that, Norbies, welcome.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for your assistance. Everybody's
You got it, man.
always on you, but I appreciate you.
I know. Yeah, they're on me. I already seen them.
Heck
Blame
yeah.
Norby's if anything. That's cool. I'll take that.
And let me see, can they hear? Somebody said that they couldn't hear. They could
We're
hear?
sound no. AG says sound is good. Thank you, AG. And
Okay,
that's
cool.
actually something that I did want to say. I did
yeah.
want to ask the audience because this is the first time we are using StreamYard on Marvelous Minds, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at StreamYard, so putting this together like this took me some time. I don't even know how my name got down there, but
So how was your weekend, Norbies? Overall. My bad.
overall, not too bad. I did a lot of I did a couple of lives with Chicano Tube. Shout out Chicano Tube, and I definitely. Oh, I'm getting a message from our producer. Audio is good. Thank you, Jedi. Appreciate that. Um, I spent the time. I spent two lives with Chicano Tube, speaking on the issues that's going on right now. As far as the was that me?
No, that's
As far as the as far as the protesting that's going on and the issues with flag burning and everything that's going on with the immigrants right now, which is a very big issue that's going on within the community because a lot of people are scared. And then I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The racism towards our people is at its highest right
in
now.
full effect,
It's
homie.
in full effect.
In full effect.
We got whites hating us. We got blacks hating us. We got Mexicans hating us. I mean, we're getting it from everywhere at this point. It's crazy. I mean, I got shocked when I saw that Mexicans are hating us. And I spoke to a friend about that, and because he sent me a clip of this Mexican guy that was talking. Well, which was the second Mexican guy that was talking a lot of shit about the Chicanos here,
Yeah.
saying that we're really we're making them look bad,
Uh,
and they feel shame, and they feel that we shouldn't have the right to claim Mexico when we're from here. So I told my friend that, you know what, I'll chop it up to this guy being European Mexican, and they're not too happy with the way Mexico is being run right now either. So considering that they're losing a lot of power every years for the last, I don't know, 6 years or
Yeah.
so. So they're taking the opportunity to take shots at us, while at the same time, acknowledging that Trump is a good leader, and we should obey and
obey, right?
obey.
You see
Yes.
my sweater?
Oh no,
You know that was a subliminal that made you say that, right?
possible.
It was, bro.
was.
That's why you said it.
This is true because I didn't even look at your sweater.
You said it because you seen it. You know what? That's pretty funny though, bro. Because speaking on this shit, how you just said this shit, it's funny how people see shit on the internet
Yeah.
and then they go repeat what they see
Yeah.
without knowing shit. Though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's
So-
really what it is. I mean, you see, like for instance, I saw a video because they broke out in the last protest with the kids,
Mhm.
pretty much teenagers that ended up fighting with each other.
I see one dude got hurt bad.
Yeah, one kid.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
They're all kids, and
I don't know if I could say that word, bro.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why. Can I say that? I can't say
they
that. Huh?
got injured.
Got injured.
Yeah, and
Poked.
and where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so And I saw a lot of these social media guys, even some YouTubers, say that a guy got jumped. And for all we know, we don't know the full context. We don't know the backstory. For all we know, it could have been an antagonizer that started talking a lot of crap to these kids. And you have a bunch of teenagers all hyped up and prideful and marching and being feeling the culture. All being there together. I mean, it just takes one guy to say, "Hey, all of you guys go back to Mexico. Stop your stupid protests." And that's all it would take for it to set off these kids to just, unfortunately, jump on them. But like I said, we don't know the full story. But what I do know is that a lot of the people are saying that this is what it's all leading to, and we're making them look bad. And at this point, we're getting attacked. No matter what we do at this point.
No fucking lie.
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting attacked no matter what we do, homie.
No matter what we do, and it's crazy when I see that it's really our own people that are attacking us. And with Chicano too, I asked them a question on the live I did with them that will go to all these people that are talking so negatively about their own people.
Yeah.
I tell them, look, when the time comes and the government comes in, pulls your kids out of the house, pulls your wife out of the house, pulls you out of the house, arrests you while you're struggling, telling them that you are a U.S. citizen and you were born here. And they still grab you, throw your entire family on the bus, and take you to Mexico with them and leave you there.
Definitely.
What are you going to do when that happens? And they might say that's not going to happen. It's happened at least 2 or 3 times already throughout its history. What makes you think that's not going to happen again? And that's the real question they got to ask themselves, because in all reality, it can definitely happen again. And it might just happen because, for instance, and this is not to put down Nino America, but Nino America, I saw his post on Instagram.
Wait a minute, is this news with Norbies? I mean, we're gonna have to end the show right now, homie, because you're taking all my airtime, mister. I'm right here I'm right here gonna have a whole presentation right now, homie.
Okay,
get it together. My kids are watching right now. They're messaging each other right now.
Okay, well, long story short, he was posting that he was a proud American, and he was very positive in his video, in his reel that he did, and it was very, very American. And wouldn't you know it, the people on his comments were asking him, "What part of Mexico are you from? When did your family come here?"
Right.
It's crazy because he's been so adamant, so he's been pushing that American, American dream. He's probably like a 3rd generation, 4th generation. He's as American as it gets from these lands. Who knows? I take that back, scratch that. According to him, he is Native American from Texas. So throughout his entire family lineage, he's been American. But it trips me out because as much as American as he wants to push himself, these people out here are still only going to see his brown skin and say, "What part of Mexico are you from?"
Yeah, facts.
They don't care about his background. They don't care about his family lineage. They don't care how far back his family goes. They only see brown skin and Mexican, which goes to show you the guy that's been supporting Trump the most, been going against, Mexican nationalists.
Narbies, once again, dog. My bad. I mean, come on, homie. I'm about to go to people in the comments are gonna kill me.
That just upsetted me. But anyways, apologies.
It's already bad enough I'm getting smutted up, homie.
I know. I know.
Now they're gonna attack me and kill me because of you, dog. All right. Anyways.
All right.
Enough about. We all know what we need to do.
Yes.
And dancing and giving fucking Judas lap dances on the freeway is not it. Taking pictures and acting like you're fucking protesting with the Judas in back of you, that's not it. That isn't making us look any better. Driving around with a flag that you don't even know what the colors represent, that's not it either.
That's an important part.
You not knowing the history on your cultura, that's not it either. So, you can't say or that you represent something without knowing the facts. A lot of people using words, and we're gonna speak about a word right now being used,
Yes.
and people do not have the right definition of what this word is.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring out this word. Can I say that word on here?
I would definitely
Or should I use another
I
word?
would spell it out just so it doesn't
Spell it?
Yes, just
If
so,
I spell it, if I,
spell
hey,
it out.
what do you think, fool?
I would say
Yeah?
spell it out. I wouldn't say the whole word. I
All
would
right,
say
here,
just
here we go.
spell
Here
it
we
out.
go. So the word of tonight is, I spell it?
Yes.
All right, homie.
Spell it.
PEDO. You already know that's already, you already know the rest of it. I don't even need to say the rest of it. PHILIA, right? That's the word. I don't know if you guys got it. Can they write it in the comment section?
Yeah, they could definitely type in.
I want people to understand what I'm saying. That's why.
Oh,
My
yeah.
bad. But no, it's cool. If not, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write it in the comments. Don't trip. Hold up. I'll write it because I don't want to fucking. Word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. Okay. Let's get the definition of it, right?
Yes.
Because we want everybody to know what it means. All right. Pedophile. A psychosexual disorder generally affecting adults. Okay, so we know it's something psychologically affecting adults. That characterized by being sexually or having interest in younger children or people that aren't of age, right? So people, that's the definition.
Yes.
A lot of people know it, but today's generation, along with a son of mine, does not seem to know the definition of what a pedophile is.
No.
But that's a person that is attracted to children. Oh, I said it, dog. My bad. But fuck it. Who cares?
All right.
So my bad. But anyway, so that's what it is, right? And we're covering this topic for those that don't know what tonight's episode is about or what I'm talking about, or why is Marvelous talking about this when you talk about that. Like I said, this episode is not gonna be your usual episode. Okay, I had to do one other one like this, and I didn't want to do it. But you know, like I say, when you're on YouTube, your whole life is out there.
Pretty much.
And people, so many people told me, you know, including homies, hey dog, you don't need to fucking tell nobody nothing. You know what it is. Like, you know, but my whole life is out there. I feel like, you know, I don't only got one person asking me now or hitting me up in my inbox. It's not just one person. These are thousands of people. Today I got hundreds of messages, you know, from everything from a culture to biblical to what we're speaking about right now. Hey, is it true? Is this, or look at the video, or look at this. Is it true? Right? So these are the videos, or these are the people on YouTube. These are the lives. Our lives are out there in the open for you to see. Like everybody can see everything we do. So everything that we do is very crucial to our character, to how we were raised, to a bunch of things, you know? So that's why I feel it's important, you know, like, hey, I didn't need to, you know, address anything. I know who I am. You know, people in my circle know who I am. Homies know who I am, you know? So, but I feel a lot of you don't know who I am. You know, you might see me on YouTube or on, you know, wherever, whatever social media genre there is. And I might be talking and you guys, you know, can take judgment of me in a bad way for believing in the earth is flat. Or you could not like me for whatever things I'm speaking about, or think, or have your own opinion. And, you know, everybody has their opinion, right? Or you could like me for whatever. You know, I got my own fan base. Everybody on YouTube has their own fan base, right? So a lot of my fans are going to agree with me. A lot of other people's fans are going to agree with them, right? So, how should we start this? So the definition, right? Let me say the definition again. So for those that missed or that are just joining, okay, we're talking about a topic tonight, PEDO, PHILIA. And you already know what that spells out in the comment section. You can see my kids are watching. I hope you guys are watching. Pay attention so you can learn something, since you're not right here right now to learn like I always taught you. A psychosexual person with a psychological disorder that's generally affecting adults, characterized by sexual interest in children or attempts in engaging in children. Okay. I have 9 kids. I always say I have 10 kids, but the truth is that I have 9 kids. Actually, you know what? To think about it, I'm used to saying that claiming, well, they're my kids, Joseph, to they're probably biting their mouth right now. You're not my dad. I raised you. I'm your dad. I've taught you a lot. So I have 9 kids. One daughter I found out wasn't mine. So I have, when I say I have 10 kids, I got 6 boys and 4 girls. Okay. Oldest is, man, how old did he turn? 23, huh? 22, 23?
Mm.
Yeah. So, my kids, I've tried to raise them, I try to raise them the best of my ability. I know I failed in a lot of things, but I also know that I've succeeded in a lot of things because I've had conversations with my kids one-on-one with each of them, and they broken down to me. They broke it down. And and whether they were in the moment and expressing themselves, I respect that. They were men about it. And I love that. That's what I want. That's what I desire as a father, to have that bonding relationship, right? But as you guys know, for all you homies out there, or anybody, any male that's in a relationship with a female, you know that there could be some bitter women out there. And not only bitter women, because this isn't to bash women, because there's also a lot of disrespectful men out there. I was very disrespectful back in my days, and I just didn't. I had other priorities. I wanted to. I thought I was this big old gang member. I wanted to strive to live like that. I wanted people to respect me for all the wrong reasons. I idolized my dad, but I also despised my dad. And it's kind of like what's going on with me and a specific son of mine right now, right? You know who you are, Daniel. You're watching right now, probably talking crap. It's cool though. You're me, mijo. You're actually me. No matter how you feel and what you say, I shot you out. You're me. And you're doing exactly what I mean, I didn't go to this extent, and we didn't have no internet. And we looked each other in our faces back in my day, not on the internet or yelling from a car. We didn't do none of that, or bringing backup or informants. We didn't do none of that. So it's kind of like how I was, back in my days growing up, looking at my dad. I respected him, but he was always in and out of prison, so it was hard for me to get a real grasp on who he was as an individual. What choices would he have made? He made a lot of bad ones. He went to prison. He did his gang thing, whatever, cool. But he did some right things, and I respected that he was a man about it. He looked you in your face, and even my grandfather, he always taught me to go talk to that person in their face, not over the phone, crap like that, right? So anyways, you guys know that there could be some broken relationships like that when you have kids, and each parent, a mother or a father, is trying to manipulate their kids to like them better. I buy more for you. I do more for you. Look at that parent. They do less for you. Or, my mom don't pay attention to me, or my dad is over here, or whatever's going on in their relationship. But you got to remember this. It's your relationship. It's not your kids. And I think I'm guilty of that shit too. Back in with my first baby's mom, we're gonna get into her too. She's watching, probably all mad right now too with their I could just picture her fucking face all shaking and shit, mad. But anyways, shout out to you, Miss Arlene Aranda. Shout out to you. Let's talk about that real quick. Since you guys like the novela, we'll bring out the novela right now. So, and I'm going to get to the point, the main gist of it right now. I just want to give you a context of what I deal with, since everybody's so interested in Marvelous's life and wants to place assumptions on my son's side, right? So, man, when I first met this woman, I thought she was so beautiful. Like, damn, she kind of looked like me. I guess I'm beautiful, right? Everybody wants to talk shit about my eyebrows and shit. But nah, she was a beautiful girl, I thought, She actually picked up on me driving around with her homegirls and shit. hey, what's up, mijo? And whatever. And I met her. She had a 2-week-old baby, a new fresh little baby, and I was in my neighborhood stuff at that time, and I took responsibility of that little boy. I raised that little boy, Joseph Aranda. Shout out to Joseph, little Joseph Aranda, you know. Um his balls are starting to drop.
Mm.
So I started raising this little boy. My grandpa would, be on me. Hey, make sure that girl feeds him. Make sure you give her this money so she could buy, this. And that's what helped me be a man, though. Helped me be a father was my grandfather guiding me. Hey, mijo, you gotta make sure the kids have this, gotta make sure they have clothes, you gotta make sure they got this and that and that and this. All right, grandpa. Okay, grandpa. And now I understood, hey, I'm gonna take you want to go to that girl's house? I'll drop you off. And now I think about it like, man, he was trying to protect me from my neighborhood by dropping me off at this girl's house, right? The mother of my children. And so I would go over there and I would buy him McDonald's or whatever, we were young. And she got pregnant quick, right away, within that year. Here comes Daniel, my first son. So I thought. So Daniel Ayala, Daniel Sierra Ayala. He even has my whole name, bro. Daniel Sierra Ayala. And she had my first boy. I was so excited. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful thing. Like your little boy coming into this world. Wow, I didn't even know I could make babies. Like, what a beautiful experience, bro. And man, I still remember the first his eyes, homie. Like, wow, my grandfather. I wanted to show my grandfather so bad. Like, my grandfather has to see this little boy, how beautiful he is.
Yeah.
And he's still a beautiful boy. You're still a beautiful boy, a boy. And I was just at awe, And the next year we had another kid. We had a back to back. I have 5 kids with her. So we had Daniel. Well, we have Joseph. Well, she has Joseph. We have Daniel, Michael, and then Sammy came. And then within that time, and this isn't to smut you up. I just got to tell the truth,
Yeah.
What if you want to, if because she's probably watching right now, but I'm gonna tell my side. You tell your side. Go for it. So, anyways, when my son Sammy came along, she actually left me, and she was pregnant. She was being with this dude. He died of cancer a while ago. And he was like, we were in our 20s, so I think he was like 42 years old, bro.
Yeah.
And I was so mad.
Yeah.
I mean, of course I'm mad because it's the love of my life, I thought at that time,
Yeah.
So mad to this girl stepping out on me while she's pregnant, like, and staying in motel rooms while she's pregnant with my kids, and
Yeah.
I don't get to see my kids, and it's depressing, it's heartbreaking. And especially when you're that far into a relationship and have that many kids with a woman, you're one with that woman, you feel what she feels.
Yeah.
It's a lot, bro,
Well, I mean, you have your whole life planned out.
Yeah. So we ended up trying to work things out, later on. It was like maybe 6 months later, we try to work things out. And I'm sorry I'm being so raw right now. I have to be raw in this situation that I'm in. I'm so vulnerable right now. I have to be raw with you guys and let you know brutal honesty.
Yeah.
I have to give you it all, and you judge me. So at the end of this, whatever, you guys might want to write comments or whatever for those that are in here, and my son's homie or whatever is whoever he has right there. I know they're all probably in their living room watching, Dad, because they're all messaging each other. Dad's not gonna be on,
Yeah.
But where was I at, bro? My bad.
You're talking about you couldn't see your.
Oh yeah, no.
kids
Well, I
and
have
shit.
to. I'm saying what I'm saying is I have to be blunt with you guys. I have to give you all of me. Which I'm gonna do right now.
Transparency.
So transparency,
Yeah.
right. And then so after this, you guys could place judgment on me, and I do want you guys to place judgment on me. And if there's anything that needs to be corrected within me, hey, tell me, check me. I always say that all the time on this podcast. If I come out of line or I'm acting too hard or too whatever, gang member or whatever you want to say about me, tell me that I'm doing something wrong. My cousin tells me all the time, you know, I got homies that call me all the time. Hey, dog, like, hey, don't touch on that subject, homie. You know, it happens all the time. We need to keep each other in line, right? And even with this, I'm not even mad at like a couple. I got a couple of messages, and I'm surprised. I thought I would have got more, but I got a couple of messages. You know, kind of fell coming at me sideways, especially with this other podcast posting up this stuff and talking crap and trying to spread this smoke. But let me just tell you. So, anyways, what was I gonna start at? My son Daniel. So I had my son Daniel, I had Michael, I had Sammy, and then she left me. She was pregnant, came back, we worked things out, or we're trying to work things out. But the true story, and you guys could tell me if you guys feel this way too. When something like that happens or whatever, I don't think you ever look at your partner the same. And I think that's what happened. Or actually, I know that's what happened. I would be there trying to watch a movie with our kids, and I would just be disgusted. You know, I didn't want to be near her or nothing. I mean, I had mad love for her.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be near her.
Yeah.
It just hurt me, you know, too deep.
Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is. But that happened, and I ended up you know, we ended up like off and on and off and on and off and on. I moved to San Diego, got a whole pad over there. My brother helped me out, and I was gonna move her, and she didn't want to move down there. She wanted to stay over here with her family for whatever reason, she said. And it was like I did it for nothing, you know. I went over there and I spent all this time away from my children, trying to work things out with you, even though you left me for a dude, and you know, it didn't happen. So I came back over here and got into more trouble, you know, along with the makeup and breakups, you know. And that's what I'm saying. In relationships like this, there's you're in those ups and downs. You're together one day, the next day that you're having issues about something, you know, the makeup to breakup situations. And so that's what happened. And so in the midst of us kind of like falling apart, she got pregnant by me one last time. My beautiful baby girl, Heaven. My first daughter, bro.
Looks just like you.
You have no idea. I mean, I thought my son Daniel was like the best feeling in the world. But when Heaven came out, she was born on my birthday. So it was like the biggest like thing for me, bro. I was just like, I have a bestie, Athena. Shout out to Athena. And her girl Roxy. She's seen all this go down. You know, she's seen me at my lowest.
Yeah.
You know, she's seen me struggling with my kids, taking the bus, you know, with trying to make a bottle with Infamil and all my kids and luggage and carrier on the bus.
Yeah.
Bro, from East LA to Paramount or to Hollywood, or in getting off buses and going to get a transfer and come on, guys, let's go. And I got to make a bottle. Wait, I got to change his diaper. Wait, I got to do this. Wait, you know? So my daughter was born, my beautiful Heaven. Shout out to you, baby girl. Even though you feel some type of way, I raised you better than that. Don't be manipulated. You know, that's all I could say, you know, for you right now. So all these kids I'm talking about right now are from one woman. Okay, they're from one girl.
Yeah.
For those that are just joining, I have to keep on updating. So, you know, my beautiful baby girl was born, but she was born with club feet. Her feet, for those that don't know, her mom said it was from this birth control Yaz that she was taking. And so club feet, or when your feet are twisted from your it's your foot from your ankle, bro. Really? And they're twisted like inwards. You need to wear a brace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So she needed the surgeries, homie. Like she went to 2-3 surgeries.
Yeah.
And they had to cut her Achilles tendon twice.
Wow.
Right. So those surgeries, you know, and I'm bringing all this up to give you a context of well, I mean, you want the raw uncut, so I'm gonna give it to you, shit. So during these surgeries, I show up to the surgery, and my daughter got dropped off by her mom, and I'm left with her boyfriend. And I'm there at the children's hospital with my baby girl. She's probably screaming her head off right now. And so, you know, my daughter went through a surgery, and the second surgery I was there, the same thing. I'm alone. Nurses are surprised. They're like, wow, you're the dad. No, what dad? We always see the mom. And I've always heard that too.
Yeah.
Usually we see the mom. Usually we see the mom. Well, shit, I'm kind of like a mom.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing both jobs.
Yeah.
Like trying to make sure they have the good moral support, make sure, they're conducting themselves right and whatever. And not only me, my grandfather was helping me raise my children too. And we all lived with my grandparents. We
Yeah.
all had a room for free, right? And during this relationship, I'm gonna admit some wrongdoing. Okay. I was young, I was into my neighborhood, and whenever I would get mad, I would leave.
Mm.
And I hurt her. I hurt her emotionally, like by doing that, bro, by leaving her with the kids, on the weekend and stuff. But there's things in the house that I just felt that I wasn't satisfied with.
Yeah.
I didn't want to live on welfare.
Yeah.
I wanted us to have jobs. I wanted to make money. I wanted to have a house. I wanted to have more than just, sell dope.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
And it just like the only excitement that I seen in this individual was the excitement of the 1st and the 15th, when the food stamps were going to drop. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking in the room, and you guys could tell me if you guys are going through this right now. All you youngsters with your old ladies, I see you guys at Walmart all the time and Target and all these young couples, and I'm like, man, that's me right there. That's me. And they're happy. They're kissing in the aisle and they're going home and they just got their EBT too, And you look in your room and you got nothing but snacks and junk food and sodas and all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not supporting my kids. I'm not taking care of my babies. My son, Joseph, is taking care of me.
Mm.
His welfare from his donor is taking care of us. And not only that, she's getting welfare for my son, Daniel, and Michael, and Sammy, and signed up for Section 8 while living free with my grandfather.
Oh.
And so within all the bickering and stuff, I will it because it'll probably come out too. So I'm gonna be raw. I have domestic violences on me. Yeah, I do. I have domestic violence on me. Did I hit anybody? No. Does the paperwork say I did? Yes, it does. Let me tell you this instance. So one day I take off. Daniel takes off. I used to go to my cousin Bobby's to go kick it and watch movies. With a couple of other, there's like 5 of us. You used to kick it, 6. There's like 5 or 6 of us. And so we used to go kick it at my cousin's, spend the day and stuff like that. And I stayed away like a day too long. Like it was Sunday, and I'm like, fuck that, I want to go home. I stayed till Monday.
Yeah.
Went home, get in an argument. Where were you with your beep? Like, nah, I wasn't. Oh, you're gonna go get the towel and get in the shower so you can wash the sex off? Bro, that's what I used to go through,
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, man. Get my shit, go in the shower, get pulled out by the cops, homie. Whole gang units at my pad.
Wow.
What the hell's going on? Paperwork says, or the officer, before I even seen paperwork, it says, oh, you came in a rage and you slammed her face against the dresser and cussed her out. And I'm like, did I say that? No, I didn't tell him that. I just went to the station and I told them that I wanted you out of my house. What? This isn't even your house. This is my grandfather's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like little stuff I used to deal with like that. And then all the other little stuff, I got busted one time and my kids have beautiful long hair. Like my son, one of my boys, right? My little baby boy, he has long hair. Your piochli, your warrior braid. It's sacred to me. I love that. I have all their hair. I had my hair long as heck when I was little. And I got busted, come out, and all my kids, she thought it was the cutest thing. Looked like little cholos. She shaved all their heads and they were dressed like little cholitos.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, hell nah. Even though I was into that shit at that time, I did not want that for my babies.
Yeah.
At all. Did not want that for my babies. So, there's a difference, on how we're raised. She went through a lot, in and out of foster systems, and she had a hard life. I gotta, my heart goes out to her still because of that hard life, but our hard lives should not play a part in our children. Like we shouldn't, like, just because I'm a gang member doesn't make it right for my kids to be gang members. I got homies right now that are straight raising their kids to do that, homie.
Yeah.
To do that. You go to their pad, they bring you out something, and they're at all. Their girlfriends are just as ghetto as the homie. They love all that shit. And I'm gonna show you right now this is who I had kids with. One of them.
Yeah.
And it sucks, I don't mean to bash her. I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do this either, and neither for my kids either.
Well, I mean, you're doing all this because they're more than likely going to put all that stuff out.
Yeah. So it's cool, like Eminem's fucking, what was that movie, bro? The 8 Mile, where they're rapping, and he just says everything, the truth before he even can say it about him.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have the truth before anybody can even say anything about me, right?
Or before anybody can make it up.
Or make it up. It's right here, uncut, uncensored, right? So anyways, what had happened was, so I have my kids, I want to raise them a certain way. We end up splitting up, and that time she was pregnant with my daughter Heaven, my little Heavencita. Before that though, I had met an ex of mine. I'm not gonna say her name or throw my daughter's name out there, but my daughters are 6 months apart. I have a daughter they're 6 months apart with Heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, so we weren't together, but we had messed around and she had got pregnant. I have 10 kids. What am I gonna say? My grandpa had a gang of kids.
Yeah.
It just runs in our genes, bro. So I'm being with this girl, she's a school teacher. She's totally my opposite, homie. And she's making me think outside the box. It's no more gang shit. It's no more welfare stuff. It's no more, whatever. Like, let's build financial wise. Now, how's your credit? I never worried about my credit. Let's get a bank account. I don't want a bank account, So she ends up getting pregnant. And so I'm having 2 daughters at the same time. And that's what I had my other daughter 6 months later. That was one of my other daughters. Now, during this time, my baby's mom, and I have to bring this up. I have to bring it up because this is what's being brought to my table right now. While we were together, she brought a guy over one day. And she said, "This is my cousin." My cousin. She said, "This is my cousin." And she said, "This is my cousin." Show you right now. Homies are gonna be like, "Hey, dog, Mr. Alejandro Castro." Hey, Culture Uncensored, post this one up since you like posting stuff up, or anybody that's gonna post something after this. Here's the paperwork. So she brought this guy over. She said it was her cousin, and I believed it. I didn't know any better, Introduces himself, shit like that.
Yeah.
It ends up being her ex-boyfriend. Like, I mean, this guy, now, like, she was with this dude and still bees with him off and on, right?
Yeah.
So, shout out to you, Sniper Ollie from City Terrace. Hey, shout out to the homies from City Terrace. My bad, homie. You guys got shot the paperwork. But, yeah, shout out to good homies from there. But Mr. Alejandro Castro, the one that likes to knock on my door and ask me to move my car. What the hell was that? So anyways, yeah, you will be seeing that. So she brings this guy and he says that he's her cousin or whatever, right? So later on, while she's telling me all this stuff that she wants to, move forward and be with me and stuff like that, I sneak in, bro, and I get remember the phones that had caller ID?
Yeah.
So I call the last number, homie. And this guy picks up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, homie, are you with my girl? Hey, why don't you ask her yourself? We're at the park with your kids." I was like, "Oh, all right,
Wow.
that's a dandada." So luckily for her, though, at that time her Section 8 dropped. Ding! Paid. She goes and picks a house in South Central. Cool. Gets into all kinds of shit. Now my kids are getting into a lot of shit over there with the black gangs and the Mexican gangs. And one of my kids, Daniel, I love you, mijo, but you want to throw stuff out there. Let's be honest, though. He joins a blood gang. Or not, no, this was before that. No, this was after that. So they move over there.
All right.
He ends up, they end up trying to join black gangs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I end up getting custody, taking court, not custody, but like half and half.
Yeah.
I was taking her to court at this time.
Yeah.
And so we're half and half sharing, right? So my kids, is some of the pictures. I don't know if I shot them to you, bro. If you have them.
The pictures, no, the videos, yeah.
Yeah. So my kids, I show them how to wash their clothes. They wash dishes. They do everything that they're supposed to be doing as young men. My daughter doesn't stay with me, or wasn't staying, just my boys, right? So I'm trying to raise them to be, do good things. I put them in high school, high school, and they were doing good for a while, or at least trying to do good, And noticed that every time they go over there, there's just always gossip, bro. There's always cheese, man. There's always something's happening. Somebody got busted, or there's always something. There's some cheese man about their mom, right? And that's what I didn't want, bro. I didn't want that. So one of my sons one time, and this is where it gets to you, Dan. Let's talk about Daniel. This is where it gets to the one Daniel that has an issue with me right now.
That's the oldest, right?
Yeah, the oldest, right? Not Joseph. Joseph's his older brother. So Daniel, while he's living with me, one thing, a rule of mine, bro, is that you show respect to everybody that walks through that door.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like them, you show them the courtesy of acknowledging their presence, and don't be disrespectful. So my son got into a relationship at 14, I think it was, or around there, with some girl that had a baby, a 2-year-old baby, huh? A 2-year-old baby. Hold up. So anyways, go do it, yeah. So anyways, with that, what had happened? Hold up. People are trying to ask me questions while I'm talking. So where was that? What was that right now? Dope. Okay, so during that, Daniel. So my son Daniel, when he was living with me, he tries to get into my neighborhood, or I click in the neighborhood, right? So I go up there and I stop him from getting into the neighborhood. I don't want him to be a gang member, I don't want him to live that life and shit, So anyways, I stopped that. He ends up later on, a couple of months later, trying to get into the Projects Maravilla, so one day, it was like 2 a.m, I get a knock on my door from the homies from Arizona. And I guess they had caught him slipping, and they're telling me about, hey, you need to come and get your son. He's out here and doing this and that, and he almost got, hurt real bad. So I'm like, oh shit, like something needs to happen, so I'm on his ass, like, you need to not do that, right? I was about the respectful thing, right? I'll get to that right now. So I didn't want him being a gang member, so I put a stop to that. So anyways, hey, hold up, because I can still hear you guys. My bad. I can't talk right now. So anyways, I put a stop to that, and he feels some type of way. And this girl that he's being with at that time, she had a baby, 2 years old. And my daughter comes up to me one day and she goes, hey, Daniel has a son or something like that. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean he has a son? She goes, yeah, this is his son. And she's showing me a picture of the girl and all this and that. And it's just like, damn, dude, my son's little, like he's a little boy, like he go for it. Okay, my bad. So anyways, okay, here we go. My bad. Here we go. So, anyways, my son's claiming this kid, and I'm like, dude, he's a little boy. You know, he can't be raising a little kid, right? And not only that, the girl that he was involving himself with is is with is with a couple of younger homies, and not only that, her dad is actually her uncle. Crazy to say. So her dad got his cousin pregnant, and that's the baby. And that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want my son being with this little girl. Okay. So that happened. And so he's feeling some type of way. So at that time I was seeing a girl, and she brings it up one day, hey, you should check his phone and all this and that. And he gets all bothered. He gets all bothered by it, and he starts being real disrespectful. And I told him, you know what, mijo, if you're gonna be disrespectful, then you can go live with your mom, because I don't like that in my house. So he went to go live with his mom. And that's where this whole story where, he thinks that I kicked him out because of a girl, and that's not even the case. I love my boy, I would never kick any of my kids out for any woman, you know. So that happened. So oh, here you go. My bad, bro. There you go. And my bad if I'm all over the place with this, because it's kind of like it's irritating, because it's like, damn, these are your own son. It's your own son. And it's just ugly all around. I don't know if you guys can or have ever been in the position as such as myself, but it's an ugly feeling. You know what I mean? To have somebody you love so dearly, and somebody that, and all my kids, that you just want them to do better than you did, you know. So that sucks. So what you call it? He ends up getting pulled out of high school, sure high school, and she puts him into a continuation. At this time, he got jumped into a blood gang. After that, that's where I was at with that part, when he went to South Central with his mom, and he started claiming a blood gang. And his brothers are showing me all these pictures of him throwing up bloods and all this. I'm like, damn, dude, what's going on over there? And then my other little boys are claiming the Fodies, you know. Shout out to the Fodies. I don't know if my kids are really from there, but they got all kinds of pictures. My son Michael, little Vernon boy, and or whatever. I don't know. I think that's what he calls himself. So yeah, they start claiming these gangs, and then at the same time they're saying, "Oh no, I'm not from there. I'm not from a gang. Or I just hang out with them, and or I used to claim it." And all this stuff is getting out there, and I just feel bad all around because I don't want my kids getting hurt, especially for a gang. I mean, at all, but especially for a gang that you didn't grow up in. It's not your community. It's just, it would suck, if something ever happened to one of my kids, and I hope that nothing ever does happen to any of my kids. So, what you call it? Um, what was I gonna say? So that happened, and then in the meantime, my other kids are getting lonely, because they're living with me at the time, and they want to be around their brothers, and so they end up going back to their moms too, to live. So now she has all of them again, and they come with me whenever they want to come with me. There's been so many instances where I've had my children, or social services has been called. I'm the mother of my children, and it just sucks. So this shit sucks to talk about. So anyways, that happened. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Bear with me, man. So anyways, this guy, she ends up being with this guy, Alejandro Castro. And he ends up testifying against me in court, a whole attempted murder case. Or it started off with assault, aggravated battery. I'll post this up after. Let's read this. so I can show you guys what's up real quick. And we're gonna get to the big part right now. Okay. So hang in there real quick. Okay. I just want you guys to see this. On or about the middle of November, I was stopped by a white car asking something. I pulled over and two gang members jumped out and started swinging on me. I was overcame and fell to the floor and saw Mr. Ayala pull out a silver pistol and said that I better watch my back as he kicked me in the face, chipping my front tooth. I was afraid and I agreed that I would stop dating his kid's mother. And two black males were walking and state that's enough and help me until Mr. Ayala pulled the gun on them and yelled, "Get on the floor, or get back, or get the F back." Fearing for my life, I ran into the direction of my girlfriend's house and I told her what had happened and encouraged me to call the police. I refused, and now Mr. Ayala showed me a toy and stopped me. I'm sorry, his writing's like all over the place, okay? Stopped me on Long Beach and Vernon. I went around him and I was waiting for the shots to ring out. I quit my job. Damn, that's crazy. And all this was being done. I was pointed out in court. I was assaulted on November by two gang members, accompanied Mr. Ayala as he held me at gunpoint and drove by as I drove my bike going to work, and stated as he held the gun and pointed to me and said this, that I got something for your beep ass, right? So they go ahead and they ask him all kinds of stuff. Mr. Ayala has called my cell phone and told me to watch my back, goes by my girlfriends all the time. He told his children or whatever, what did he say? That he's going to do something to me. Anyways, blah, 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 whatever. So this will get posted up, right? But not only that one, so you don't see that this is just only me saying things or presenting things to you without merit. Because remember, you have to have merit. So here we go. This is a paper from court that one of my sons wrote. Michael, don't get mad, Michael. Remember, you got to be honest. So my son Michael Ayala, shout out to Michael. And Michael's gonna get brought up because I ended up taking the car away from him. And I'm not gonna bash you, Michael. So don't worry. Dear Judge, I realize my mom's house is a bad environment for me and my other siblings. I would smoke weed every day with my mom, knowing she would leave to work without feeding us. Once in a while, she would give us a couple of dollars, but that wasn't enough. Not that I'm ungrateful or anything like that. There wouldn't be any food in the refrigerator or nothing to drink either. We would starve until she came home with something to eat. My mom also broke up with her boyfriend, and she had no control over him leaving the house. She would cry to me about him and try to make me feel bad for her so I can do something about it. I was sad and mad because she was so quick to call the cops on her own son, but not on her boyfriend. Wow. Once her boyfriend left, he took her cash and her credit card. It was heartbroken. I was heartbroken for me to see her go to the weed shop and spend the money on herself and other people. But when me and my little brother needed clothes or shoes, her answer was always, "I'm broke," or "Go ask your dad." That's fact. On my recent birthday, she didn't give me a happy birthday or gift. My mom had her friend's ex stay with us for a little while. And he was suicidal and an alcoholic. Out of all her kids, I'm the only one that would speak up to her. That's true, Michael. And you know what? I'm proud of you because you did voice your opinion. You did say stuff. You did when you stayed home after school and you caught her sneaking in a black dude into the pad to be with. All kinds of instances. My daughter, when she was being with some other dude, she had another dude go over. My daughter almost got killed by a dog. I have pictures of all that attack, not very responsible. And tell her what it was, tell her I was uncomfortable with. He ended up pulling a gun on me when he was drunk, but I never told my mom about it. He would always eat our food and offer us to drink with him. But I ended up leaving after 2 months, living off of us. He ended up leaving, he says. Before I came here, my mom had found a new boyfriend. Wow, what a surprise. Around 8, she would leave the house without telling us and come back. At around 3 in the morning, my older brothers had a best friend staying over whenever he wanted to leave if he was there. He would come in our house without asking. One day, he brought crystal meth in our house and started sniffing it. He also offered me and my brothers some, but we didn't take none. Ever since that happened, I stood away from him. My mom would treat me and my 2 other brothers different from how she treated my other brother, Daniel. Excuse this, but she treated us like shit compared to Daniel. That's true. Michael knows it. Michael wrote this. Michael's Michael read this to the judge. Everybody in the courtroom was crying, including myself. She would give him money and smoke and drink with him and let him go wherever without checking in for hours or even days. Since we were born, every month she would get a check for each of us, and all these years we barely would see any of our money. That's true. Welfare for years. You know where she would take them? To Fallas. To Fallas. Come on. When stuff would come up missing, my mom would always point her fingers at me and my little brothers, and we're not that type that would ever steal from our own family. Well, you did become that. My older brother, you good? My older brother Daniel's money came up missing, and he went into my room and threw all my shoes and clothes in the middle of the street. And I told my mom, and her answer was, "That's what you get for taking his stuff." When my mom would take me to see my PO at court or my therapist would come to my house, I noticed she would change everything about herself and she would play the part. I would too, to be honest. That's true. They did lie for her and they're saying it, And it's cool. It's understandable for a child to protect his mom or want to protect his mom. That's understandable, I think if my mom was around and somebody came at her or anything, I would want to protect her too. But this is where you really need to be accountable for what you're doing and how you're raising your children. I believe. And the reason why I think it's so crucial, especially for me, is because the way I look. I think people will always judge me and be like, "Oh, he doesn't know how to raise a kid," or whatever. So here's the third part. The reason why I didn't show up to my drug test was because my mom didn't want to take me. She told me to take the bus, and I didn't know how to get there on the bus. Her response was, "That's on you. You're going to go back to jail anyways." Through all my life, I kept all that anger, and I apologized the way I apologize. Wait, I apologize the way I reacted and made bad choices. But I've learned my lesson, and trust me, it won't happen again. This is not to make you feel bad. I'm just trying to let you know this is my life. Thank you for listening and for your time. So that's what my son wrote to the judge. So let's get to the other stuff. That happened. So, you know what? I kind of want to. You ready to do that video?
No.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. Well, let me give you because I'm gonna have some callers call in, and then you can hear from them. So one of my sons, when I took the car away from him, they all have a key to my house. Went into my house and took a phone and seen screenshots of a girl apologizing to me, the mother of my daughter, Davina. Um, and it was a message apologizing, for lying to me or whatever, right? I gave you the definition of what a pedophile was before I started talking about it. So she's apologizing to me for lying to me, right? This was a girl that man, I want to let her say it. But I'll just give you my side, and then whatever she wants to add to it or whatever, she could say whatever she's gonna say. I'm sure you're watching right now. Just you say whatever you're gonna say. Um, so I get a appointment one day. A family comes in. I think they're cousins or sisters, or I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. And these one people get tatted. I tat them, and one of the girls that was there, they were all tatted. Um, and not that that matters, but anybody knows that when you guys come to me or to my place, I always say this on my lives. You got to be 18 and over. Okay. If you're not 18 and over, you need both parents to be there with a notarized letter. Okay. The reason why I say it has to be a notarized letter, and I always say this for everybody watching, is because a notarized letter, because if one parent disagrees with you tatting, um, that could be a sex crime. It will be penetration of a minor with a foreign object, because the tattoo machine will be penetration of a minor, right? So you got to really be careful, So everybody, I always check IDs, and if you don't have a notarized letter, you got to go get one, right? So these girls didn't even need one. They all had their identification and shit. And I tapped this one, and later on, one of the girls contacts her cousin, or she'll tell you, I don't know who she was, and to make an appointment with me, and I end up tatting her, and we end up, flirting back and forth. And one night we chilled, and she got pregnant. The next month, this was a girl I was already talking to. I was talking to her. We went on a date or whatever, if you want to call it that. And she got pregnant by me. That's my son and my two last ones, right? So about 8 months into it, hold up real quick. My bad. So about 8 months into it, I hope you guys are with me. Sorry. About 8 months into it, I'm at the swap meet with my baby's mom, and we're walking around, happy little family, and this group of girls goes up to my baby's mom, and I see them conversating, and I'm just catching up, and it's this girl, and her homegirls are saying, "Hey, is that your man?" I think that's what they said. I'm not sure. I got like the middle of the conversation, but and she goes, "Oh yeah, my homegirl's pregnant from her, and she's 17 or 16 or whatever." She said she'll tell you, and I'm like, "What the what? What?" My baby's mom is even more like, I mean, I was like, got kicked in the chest. My baby's mom was infuriated. We had the biggest argument, you know? And we ended up leaving. They went their way. She was big, 8 months already. I didn't even know, and all that shit. And this is a girl, man, I tattooed you. I tattooed you, But whatever. So my baby's mom's hitting her up back and forth, and she's texting her. Those are the text messages you guys see on TikTok, and I think those are the ones. And she's messaging her, and I'm like, damn, like what the fuck just happened? And so I hit her up, and I'm like, hey, what's wrong with you? Like, why did you do that? Why did you lie to me? and it is what it is, you know. But let's break this down, and you tell me what you guys think. And I want your brutal honesty, right? I run a business. I'm a tattoo artist. Many can say and dog me out and say, hey, you know what? You shouldn't mix business with pleasure. You're right. You're right. But at that time, I was also what, 39, I think, or in my 30s, 39, or I think so. And I live alone, you know? I'm off and on in this relationship. So any man that's like that, you know, I mean, you're in a relationship one day, you're single the next. So I mean, I could talk to whoever I want to talk to, you know, and it just so happened to be a girl I tatted. We messed around, she got pregnant. You know, this girl I was talking to, we messed around with her one time, she got pregnant, you know, but they came with their identification. You know, they came, you know, I got told another age, totally different, you know. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I really a pedophile for being lied to? That's not what the definition is, son. So but you've been lied to. You've been lied to. A lot of people get lied to. Are they wrong? If somebody lies to you? I don't think so. If they have their credentials, are you wrong? I don't think so. You know, so you really got to watch your mouth and the words that you use, because people will take them and run with them, you know, and gas up the whole situation, especially a scorned woman. F your dad, post that, do this, do that, you know. So that's what I was gonna get to. So amongst other things, why my son is mad at me is because I guess he was in a relationship with two girls. Like your dad, son. You got two girls pregnant. One of them you asked to have an abortion because you wanted to be with the older one that's my age. I'm an old man. I'm 43. She's an old woman, your baby's mom. You're with her right now. Should people talk shit to her? Is she a pedophile? You know what I mean? But anyways, what I'm saying is you were in a relationship with two girls. You had the same karma that I got. You know, you had one have an abortion or whatever, lost the baby, and she got mad at you. She got mad at you. You know, she hit me up on and told me, oh, you lost your grandson and all this and that. And I straight out told her I didn't want to talk about you. You're my son. Sorry for the bad circumstances, whatever. And whatever. Later on, you know, she made other profiles, and me not knowing, we messaged back and forth, and he got mad, or you got mad about the flirtatious whatever. I don't know who I'm messaging. I don't keep track of all the thousands of people that there's girls that hit me up all the time. I'm all over social media, you know? And when you get on social media, you'll know you'll have everybody hitting you up. Fucking Canada, Alaska, Germany, from San Diego to Arizona to Vegas to Utah to Florida. I get messages from everybody and anybody, you know? So I don't go click on everybody's profile and look at who I'm messaging. So my son messaged me one night and he says, you could, here, she's your problem. You know, I'm like, you come and talk to me. So amidst of that, he brings his mom, his backup, and I thought it was her adopted son, or some adopted kid that she had. It ended up being her boyfriend. And I'm not trying to disrespect either. I really thought that. I asked my son, hey, is this some adopted guy? Because she's getting money for some dude. So I thought it was this dude. So anyways, what happened was she he gets mad about this whole thing, and he comes down to my house and he goes, look, I got receipts. And I'm like, what? And I had no idea, you know? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got the same messages under another name. And I'm showing him, and he's just livid. You're dead to me, you're dead to me. Which hurt me. It did hurt me, you know, be honest. And my baby's mom starts talking crap about my other son that has my car. And yeah, Michael this and that, and Michael this and that. And I'm like, you know what? Michael has an appointment with me tomorrow. I'm supposed to finish his artwork on his arm. So he comes to me and I tell him, hey, mijo, I'm going to let you keep the car, but I'm going to give you I'm gonna give you a ultimatum. You could keep the car and live here, or you could stay at your mom's and not have the car. And the only reason is because I don't want this back and forth with drama and your mom gossiping and talking crap on you and me feeling some type of way about you. And he's hurt. I knew he would be hurt. And he's mad, like you're taking my car away. And my son, I feel bad for him. He hasn't had a lot of things, he doesn't have. You heard the letter yourself. You heard how how he's being raised over there. So I knew when I took the car back that it was going to be an issue, but I was willing to do it because I want them to live better lives. I don't want them all in doing that fighting gang shit. I want them to have a car. I want them to have a job. I want them to have good memories. I want them to have a beautiful girlfriend and have kids someday. I want them to have all that stuff. Enjoy life. But just as I was when I was younger, I was full of ego. I was full of pride. I thought I knew everything, and I didn't. I didn't. I was very foolish, you know? So I want them to learn, to have better morals and stuff. It's gonna take them further. So, anyways, I take the car away and I confront his mom. And there's gonna be controversy about what I'm gonna say right now. And I really don't care. I'm at this point in my life where I just don't care. I don't. Like, you want to know everything? People are so cheese meh about everything. Then here's the cheese meh. So another big reason why his mom is mad because I was confronting her about my son being with somebody's wife. Okay. And she knows who it is. The receipts are out there who you used to take to go visit him when he was 15 years old. That's a real pedophile. Them kissing at Eastlake, that's a real pedophile. And not only that, and it's already out there. That's why I'm saying it. It's already out there. So you should really be careful. You shouldn't have entertained that relationship. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. And since my son wants to be so political and act so gang member, which he's not, you're still a little boy, mijo. You don't know nothing about politics or real gang life at all. You try to join 3 or 4 neighborhoods before you even got into that one yet, Trin. You don't do that with somebody's wife, a somebody. And your mom doesn't put you in a situation like that, And so she got mad. And what a better way to flip it on me. You know what I mean? I got lied to, but she actually took somebody that was older. And not only that, it was who it was. I'm not going to say his name or disrespect him. He's doing all day. For those from the barrio know who it is. You guys already know who it was. You guys told me. But that's a very dangerous, that whole campol on your face. You never even been to the substation. You can't be claiming something that you're not, son. I didn't raise you like that. You've never been involved in nothing like that, and it just sucks, when you pull up to the house, you don't have a confidential informant knock on my door and ask me to move my car, and he's lucky I didn't even recognize his ass, but anyways, you don't do that either. Rolling around in your car. Do your homies know that? Do you take them over there to the neighborhood? Do you take them to the Santa Fe Springs swap meet with you? To have them pick this up. You guys could take it. Or show everybody. Give it to your mom. That's her vato. Or one of her vatos. But what I'm saying is it's not cool, It's just not, it's not cool. But this is about, the title, Spare the Rod, Spoil the Child. I never want to hit my kids. I never wanted to hit my kids. I've always given them the long answer when they ask me for things. But you know what? I also spoiled them. I gave them a lot of things, and I always acted like they could talk to me like a friend, and I guess I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. You know, you got to remain a parent at all times. You know, or a father or a mother at all times, not just that. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and share with what you call it, with the phone.
You want to do that right now?
Or you know what? No, let me take the call. Can you do the call for me? And we're gonna take that call right now. Just give me 1 minute. And I'm sorry if I'm like lagging it, but it's just this is all over the place. Oh yeah, don't you? Can you what you call it?
Yeah. If you could tell them to click on the link,
Yeah.
so they could go in.
Oh, hold up, okay.
Hey, they got me working.
Okay. Go ahead and you can click the link. I'm gonna give this back to you. Okay. While we do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You can go ahead and call in, and he's gonna set it up. Okay. And you just say whatever you gotta say so they could hear from you. So go ahead whenever that comes through.
All right. I don't know if she's turning on her camera or not.
You could turn on your camera.
Okay.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, it's on. All right. You let me know when you're ready.
Hey, for those that are, yeah, go ahead.
And probably put your headphones on.
Okay, my bad. And for those that are, you know, that run into my kids, tell them, you know, you guys check them. You guys tell them. Remember, it takes a village to raise a child.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
All right. And let me put that over here so you can see.
Okay.
Okay, and there you go.
Okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know. Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you.
You.
Ask her. Check if your mic is on your side.
Yeah,
your-
it's on.
I can't hear, bro.
Hold on, give me a second.
1 minute, okay?
Your mic should be on.
Is your mic on? Go ahead and talk for me.
Yeah, it's on.
I can't hear you, bro.
Right now, I muted it, but I can unmute it and
Can you hear me now?
unless she has a. Does she have any Bluetooth
Look
headphones
at-
on?
You have
No.
any I don't know, we can't hear you on this side. I don't know if the chat can hear. Can the chat hear? No.
Try and come back in and out and check that.
Try to come back in
before
again,
you
okay?
come in. Try to make sure that you see the volume going up for your mic.
Okay.
So come
Oh,
back.
they said they can hear her. I can't hear her though. But you know what? Can you call my phone so I can hear?
Oh, you know what? Hold
Or
on.
how?
Hold
How
on.
you want to do it?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Go for it. They say they can hear her. So you know what? Go ahead. I don't know if she's gonna say.
All right, like I said,
But-
this is the first time me using StreamYard on this channel, so
Okay.
it's a little bit more complicated for me. But when she comes back in, I'll see.
Can you
Let
hear
me
me?
see if it has to do with anything right here. If she could talk right now,
Mine's cut off.
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Mine's cut off.
you can't hear.
No.
You can't hear me either.
No.
You
Nothing.
can't hear me?
No, I could. Talk real quick.
Can you hear me?
All right, give me one.
No?
second.
Wait 1 second. My bad, you guys. My bad.
They could hear, but we can't. That's why. All right, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay. First, let me hi. Thank you for joining and taking the time to call in. And people wanted to hear from you. So I'm sorry. First of all, I just want to say I'm sorry about all this stuff.
Give me your phone.
Oh, here you go, bro. I want to apologize and say I'm sorry for all this. You know how out of control it got, especially coming from one of my seeds.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna let you say your piece, and you go ahead, and the platform is yours. This is the mother of my daughter, Devina, and go ahead. The floor is yours. You can introduce yourself and whatever you want to say.
Okay. So I'm Monica. Who's everyone has been seeing floating around the internet. Um, I'm here to tell, the story that everyone else wants to tell. Um, so the truth about all this is that yes, how me and Daniel met was my sister went to get a tattoo. She invited me over. I went over. I liked his work. I already had work done on myself. Um, but I wanted to, how it is, try different tattoo artists. So I made an appointment with him. Um, Before, getting into the tattoo, he did ask for my identification. Yes, I did have a fake ID, of course, because I already have tattoos. So I know how it goes. They ID you. I provided him with it. In my I did say I was 20 years old. I think I did definitely look 20 years old. I've never looked my age. That's besides the point. Um, So I just kept making appointments, kept getting tattoos. It was all very professional until it wasn't one day we started texting. Um, we got involved and that's it. I actually I left the state after finding out I was pregnant. Um Everyone has this narrative that me and him were in a relationship when in reality I never even lived in Los Angeles since I got pregnant. So I moved out of state years ago and I happened to be visiting. I didn't let him know about the baby or anything until I happened to be in Los Angeles visiting and I ran into him in the Santa Fe swap meet. I seen him with another woman and I decided to, I don't know, I guess that was my chance to let him know that I was pregnant. Unfortunately, he found out along with his baby mom that I was underage. I was not 16, I was 17 years old. Um, of course, he was vivid. We didn't speak. All the messages of me demanding whatever I wanted out of him, it never happened, not willingly. Um, and that's it. That's it. I was 8 months pregnant. He found out I was pregnant, along with finding out that I lied about my age. Yes, I lied about my age. I wanted to get a tattoo. But that's about it. That's the end of the story. There's not more to it. Me and Daniel have never been in a relationship. We simply, the we I got
Messed
pregnant.
around. Fuck.
That's it.
Sorry.
There's not more to it. I know people were expecting more cheeseman for it to be more entertaining, but that's about it. He had no knowledge of me being the age that I was up until I almost gave birth.
Can I ask you a personal question? It's just because, and it's just because I don't want this only to be about about this stuff. I think it's both. It's a learning experience for myself as well as you. And I guess, I mean, there's a lot of people that get lied to every day, right? There's guys that lie to girls. There's girls that lie to guys for whatever reason. That's on them. But why do you think? Why do you think young women? And I could ask you now because you're older. And this happened a while back. Our daughter's older already. But why do you think that young women choose to lie to men? Or I mean, do you think it was maybe I don't know what I don't know. I mean, you give me your answer if you could answer that. What do you think?
So at a young age, I would say, I mean, I'm sure everyone is gonna ask that. I was attracted to older men. Obviously, I mean, I lied because I knew he wouldn't have dealt with me if I told him my real age. And besides, I wouldn't have gotten, nothing would have gone my way the way that I wanted it. I wanted to get a tattoo. I wanted things to, I just had a whole different, I don't know. It was because I knew that we would have never gotten involved, and that's what I wanted. That's why I lied. And honestly, this I want to say this publicly in front of everyone. I've told you this many times, Daniel,
Mm,
but I really apologize for the mistake that I made. I made a huge mistake in lying to you, and I never knew it would have affected both of our lives in the way that it is today.
mm,
I never thought it would go this far. I never meant to create this mess for you because nobody deserves that. I
mm,
lied to him. Nobody has asked me. Everybody's going off of whatever the internet or whatever they're posting, but
mm,
nobody has asked me the story. The
right,
truth is I lied to him. He had no clue, and now it's ruining. They're attempting to ruin him.
right. Um, Overall, I mean, overall, and this is just maybe another personal question if you want to answer it or not, and just your brutal honesty, you know, um, w- what do you think about like the type of guy that I am? Do you think, or what you know about me? Do you think I'm a person with like that doesn't have morals, or like what do you think as far as whatever you know about me? As a person? Do I seem like I'd be a foul person to go after a young girl or anything? And be honest, what do you think?
My honestly, ever since I met Daniel, that is what and I know I was young, but now I'm older. Drew me to him. He's always had high standards. He's always had morals, and before stepping into anything,
Mm,
thinks twice, or just the way he would think is what drew me into thinking, wow, this man is very, you would look at him and you would think the opposite. But when you speak to this man, you begin to realize that he is a righteous man. As much as they want to bash him, as much as they want to make you see differently, the people who know Daniel know that he has high morals and is far beyond that. That's exactly why I am doing this right now. I'm putting my face out right now. I'm telling the world that I lied because he's not the man that they're putting him out to be. It's my mistake. So I do have to face the consequences of my actions. This is something that should have never happened. I should have never lied to him, but it did happen. We had a daughter, and this shouldn't change anything because he did not know. I cannot go back, but I do want people to know that that's not the kind of person Daniel is. I don't even have to say it. I mean, like I said, for the people who know Daniel, know that he's a righteous man. He really is, and I can't or anyone else change that.
Um, thank you for your words. Thank you for your apology. I know you told me a bunch of times, and you say how sorry you are. I told you eventually. I don't know if you remember. I told you eventually it's gonna come out. Eventually it's gonna come out, and when it does come out, you know, I mean, you just say what happened. It's like, what is it? We all make mistakes. I made mistakes when I was young. You made mistakes when you're young. My kids are making mistakes right now. They're young, and it's all learning, and mine just so happens to be in front of the world right now. And there's nothing better that you can do than just take from this and, like my grandfather said, um, learn something from everybody and anybody and apply that to your life so you won't get caught up in the same circumstances, you know? But thank you. I appreciate you calling. I appreciate those words. I didn't think you were gonna say that or all that, but thank you really for that. And I mean, thank you for the beautiful daughter that we have, for being a great mother. And I want to apologize because yeah, like you said, you are in another state. I don't get to see her, but um financially, I mean, you could let people know if I take care of her or not. I'm not gonna sit here and say and toot my own horn. And I don't need no courts involved for taking care of my kids. I take care of them.
Mhm.
Um, but I just want to thank you for being a good mom. You know, thanks for being a good mother and showing your maturity and all this, and acknowledging your mistakes. And I gotta acknowledge my mistakes. Everybody does, you know. So I just want to say thank you for that. For calling in. If there's any last words you want to say or give advice to anybody or just anything, go ahead and you can leave them with the last note. But thank you for calling in. Okay, I
Thank
really
you.
really appreciate that. Go ahead and I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes real quick to say whatever you want to say. Okay.
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 My God. I would just definitely say learn from this, learn from me. Um, we do things when we're young because we want to be better. We're angry, but we're young and we're dumb. I know better now. And just learn from this, learn from me and Daniel. This is, like he said, a learning experience. Um, we got something beautiful out of it at the end of the day. And yeah, just, I guess, think very thoroughly before making these huge leaps in life. Okay.
Thank you so much. Tell the baby I said hi. I'm sorry again. I apologize for all this, and or my kids being disrespectful towards you and the baby. I'm so sorry. That's not them. I know it's not them. Um, but thank you. Okay, you have a good night. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, bro. My bad, bro.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you guys wanted to hear her. So you heard her. She said whatever she wanted to say. Um, so yeah, you guys go ahead and you guys are gonna place your judgment however you see fit. You know, but at the end of the day, or the bottom line, I'm no pedophile. I don't look at younger women. I don't none of that shit. I beat up pedophiles in front of my kids. So that's just uh um I believe in protecting young women, especially our people, raza. Women in general. I can't just say especially our people, but just women in general. I feel like they have to be protected. My daughter, my own baby girl. I don't want her to go down the wrong path, and it sucks. Because it's just sad. But I'm glad you guys got to hear. There's so much stuff I could put out there, but I just don't want to do that. I don't want to sit here and bash any more than it has to be. Um, you guys heard. Um, I got lied to. So there's a difference. Okay. Somebody that searches for the shit that should have hands put on them, and then I mean, you guys share whatever you want to share in the comment section. But I don't know where else I'm gonna go with it, bro.
I mean, at this
You
point,
got any input? And be raw, Norbies.
uh, no, you know what? My head's a little warped right now because
Yeah.
a few individuals put me to work off screen.
It's all good.
So thankfully, I took care of that for now. Aside from that, Marvelous, like you said, our lives are out here for the public. I mean, I'm no stranger to people making sure that they take me down, they make me look bad. I mean, I was victim to a certain podcaster that was
My bad, bro.
I was victim to a podcaster that was willing to take my video my from my channel, edit it, and this guy literally admitted to editing the video of me so that I can come off looking like
So-
a very bad person.
No, go ahead.
And it's crazy because people are gonna come at you and they're gonna make videos of you, but just like I did, I confronted the people because honestly, we don't get paid for this. We don't get paid to like be on here and talk to people, inform them, talk to them about culture, talk to them about you know positive things.
Mhm.
And I get it, man. I get it because that happened to me. This guy literally edited my video to make me look like the biggest racist in the world, and he intentionally sent it to all the
Wait,
black.
let's stay on the topic real quick, bro, because you're gonna go off, homie. My bad.
I know that
No disrespect, homie, to your story, but I
it's
don't want to
okay.
do that.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that
Yeah, it's been done to you, bro.
it's been done to me twice already. One by
Can you-
that one
Can you get into the clips that I sent you, bro?
Oh, you want to go?
That's
hold on.
that's what I want to end it with.
Okay. All right. Which one? Do you just want to play all of them?
Not all of. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, so this is the difference. I mean, go for it, bro.
Give me one.
This is a life with my kids over there, as opposed to how I want to raise them, or how I was raising them, actually.
Okay, so I got all of the clips. You would just want me to play them?
Just go for it. I'll tell you to skip if you need to skip or whatever.
Okay. Hold on.
So I didn't raise my kids like this, you guys, and I hope you're not raising your kids like this either. So sad.
So this is this clip. If you could see it down there.
And thank you for the apologies that I'm getting. I really appreciate your messages.
Do you see that video right there?
Just play it.
All right.
I can't release it, but go ahead. So there's your sniper Ollie coming to ask me to move my car. I don't know why you would bring this guy to my house, Daniel. You already know.
Fuck, can't see his fucking face.
Here he comes closer though. Out of the there he is. There you go. Right there. Can you move your car? All right, you got a space. I want him to get away from the plant. Go ahead. Go to the phone call ones, bro. Let me see. Go for it. That was that one. Let me see.
Maybe I could pull it up before I put it up there.
Let me see. Yeah. So this one right here.
I haven't put that up yet.
Oh
Shit.
shit.
To show it before.
Okay.
All right, so that one, right?
Yeah. So this one is my who you just heard right now, the mother of my daughter calling, and she's trying to tell them and explain to them.
Stop it. Quit with your life, bitch. Stop it. Go
Bite
kill
your
yourself.
ink.
Hey, go kill yourself with my dad. No cap. That fool about to run away to Mexico. You about to just go with him? I know. That fool about to leave you. Yup. Hey, you might as well go with that fool. That fool a pedophile, homie. Yup. Shit, you fucked up his life, little girl. You did that, Monica.
You fucked up his
You
life.
did that, Monica.
She mad. She mad.
This bitch called just to get exposed more.
Okay, stop that one, bro. And so they're telling her that she messed up my life. She made a bad choice. She made a decision at a young age, not knowing, and it had effects on my life. She didn't message my life, kids. What she did, she made a poor choice, and you have a sister out of it. You got a sister who you diss. You should never do. I didn't raise you guys to do that. You guys could be punching the air right now and whatever you guys are doing, but whether you like it or not, that's your sister, and you should protect her, not hurt her.
Mm.
You can go to the next one. Sorry, Norbs, I'm having you work, brother.
It's all good. It's all good. Tell me what the heck happened with this thing?
I just wanted to teach on YouTube.
Don't we all? All right, this is probably the next one right here. I'll show it to you
Yeah.
before I show it. That's this one right here.
Yeah, that was the other one.
You want to play that one?
Yeah, go ahead. I want them to hear. They put these up. They're the ones that put these up.
Hold on. Fucking dumb whore. Hold on, Mom. Hold on. Fucking dumb bitch. Wait. Fucking bitch. Hold on. Why is she dragging me in the? Hold on. Why the fuck she hitting me up? Fucking stupid fucking.
Can you pause it? Or no? Let it play.
You need to listen. Who's she talking to? Who's she talking to?
Girl.
No, she got pregnant at 16. You got pregnant at 16.
Okay, you can stop it, bro.
No.
So they're telling her that she's blackmailing me. She's not blackmailing me. She just asked for help and was explaining that she's sorry for what she did. Poor girl. She's young. She made a bad choice. You know? She don't know what to do. She's probably scared of her parents. Who knows? I don't know. You know? So I mean, that's sad. I don't know. Like, I don't know this. I didn't know her like that.
Hmm.
But go ahead.
Let me show it to you.
Go ahead. My bad, bro. You could go to the next one. And this, I didn't raise.
Wait,
I didn't raise.
It's not up yet. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one. You can go.
Anybody wanna fight on my life? I want to smoke. Bitch, I put that on your kids and your baby daddy throat. And you know he ate my cat. And he
And so I didn't raise. And there could be some homies mad because I'm posting this one. You know, and I really don't care. These are my kids. No, I'm not. I didn't raise you to do this either. That one got sent to me, I don't by so many people. Damn, you didn't raise this one? Wow. Go to the next one.
look at this one right here. Let me show it to you.
Oh yeah. So this is what goes on at their house.
You want me to show that one?
Yeah. I want them. I want the world. Since they want the world, you know, let's bring the world. They want to be famous, so we're gonna make you famous today. You're
I'm a real
famous.
roller 60. I knew Slip Rock personally. I ain't frontin'. Want the beef is nothing. I was born and raised to peel oranges, Snoop and carrots and pumpkins. Call me Mr. Stuntin'. Never want for nothing. I can take something and turn it into something. It's something. I'm Stu. I'm so Stu. I be super
Hey, you can pause it. You gotta stop it, bro. Hey, you can stop it. So, you know, that's my baby, my little baby girl. I didn't raise you like that, mama. You're not that. You're not that. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. This isn't you. There's nothing cool about it. You don't have to impress your brothers. You're around a bunch of males over there and you're acting like a male. I want better for you and you know that. I always have. You can go to the next one, bro. Look at this all the time. Always. The cops are there. Social services are there. There's always some drama. I mean, why would you want your house getting shot up, gang members showing up? Why would you want all that? Go ahead. How many fights are you gonna take my kids to? You can stop here, bro. So what I'm saying is that one of these instances is my daughter Heaven getting picked on, but you got to know when your kids are wrong also, and when your kids instigate or they're lying to you too, you know. And my daughter isn't innocent all the time, okay? And as a parent, just because something's happening or whatever, that shouldn't be the first instinct. Let me go take my kid to go get down, or let me disrespect this neighborhood. I've squashed beef, and like I had the homies from East LA, you know, say the same thing. I've squashed beef between my daughter, my boys, and that whole neighborhood. And they reignited it by them messaging and being disrespectful. And it's not cool, you know? I don't know how many times social services has been involved, you know, but like I said, this is a learning lesson, you know. There's all kinds of different parents out there. There's parents that want this for their kids' life. There's parents that don't want this kid for their kids' life. But every kid is going to make a decision to make a choice in their life, and that choice is going to affect not only them, but the people that they're involving themselves with, you know, even more so. Perfect example, me. Somebody made a choice, you know, and I have to give an explanation, and it sucks. And I got my own you know, son hurt at me. Like, it just sucks all the way around, you know. But like I said, I didn't have to come on here and but I do have to come on here because I'm not that person. I ain't no pedo. I don't look at young girls like that. And I believe in protecting all our young youth and raising them with good morals. And you guys can see for yourself. I can show you more. There's so many, you know. Today, you go to the last video. Or there's one more I'm going to show, and I'll end it with this. Not that one. That's another. There's so many of those, bro.
That's the last
Yeah.
one.
Oh, that was the last one?
Yep.
Here's one. I'll probably just show it. Can I show it from the screen or no? Or no. Or you know what? I can send it to you, bro.
Yeah, send it to me.
Okay, this is the oh, you know what? I think it's on the other one, bro. I think it's on the other oh, you know what? I have it right here. My bad. My apologies. Apologies. Oh, you know what? It isn't right here, bro. It's on the other phone. Shit. You know what? Oh, you know what? You sent it to me, huh? Here, I have it. Wait. My bad. Okay. Oh, hold up. They're not right here. Where's the videos at? They're not. You don't have them? Hold up. It was one last video. Anyways, it should be in there, bro. It's not in there.
Wait a minute. Actually, no. Wait.
Okay.
Give me a second just to make sure. It's not this one, right?
No, it wasn't that one, bro.
Okay, that's the last one I got from you.
Okay, it's cool. I don't even have to get it out there. I mean, I'm sure the audience understands, you know, this whole shit or whatever. But I'm here, bro. My bad. You can have this back.
All right.
Oh yeah, it was this one. Okay, hold up. Let me send it to you so they could see. There you go, bro. So, to my son, I hope you understand what the definition means now. Stop trying to clout chase. You're not me. You're not a gang member. You're a good boy. You are. You're a good boy, and I know you don't understand that right now. You're in your little alpha male, you know, your ego, and you have to impress a lot of people. I understand that. I used to be like that too when I was young, but there will be a time when you get older, and you're gonna regret so many things that you said and done, and you're gonna remember all this, you know. And I'm not gonna say what you're gonna feel, but I know what you're gonna feel, and life's a trip. All you guys are gonna understand when you guys get older. Go ahead, bro. You can play this. This is my daughter today.
Haven't got it.
Oh, you haven't got it yet? My little baby. Sorry, mama. I love you. This is not you. That's not you. You could stop it, bro. That's not you partying, drinking, smoking with your mom. None of that. That's not cool. It's out. You're a beautiful, beautiful young girl, and I love you so much. All you guys. I still do. Even after all this, I still got nothing but love for you guys. You can roll your eyes or whatever. You came from me. You came from grandpa. And you should have more respect. I raised you with better respect than that. I've always showed you guys and told you the truth. And I said, you know what? When you guys get older, mark my words, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. It's like grandpa told me. There's a certain lifestyle that you're living where you're at. And you understand when you get older that how toxic it is. And I hope you make it. I hope you make it out of there. I hope you don't make decisions or bad choices. I'm trying to prevent that, you know, just like Monica made, whatever I made when I was younger. But we have to come out of our denial about that and change ourselves. You have to be a better person. I've set a bar high for us that people expect you to represent yourself accordingly because of what I'm putting out on the internet. Okay. And when you don't, it reflects on either me or the other person. Okay? So I hope you guys take whatever you can. You could try to hack me or, you know, cut and paste, you know, text together, do whatever you guys got to do. But at the end of the day, the world knows, and everybody that's in my circle that knows you guys, that has been on you guys, your own brother, your cousins, dissing them too. I hope that you guys in the audience take something from this as well. And I'm all for hearing whatever you guys, you know, think, you know, or whatever about this whole situation. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that it had to be this I'm sorry that it had to be this way. I'm sorry that I had to speak about this because this is not what I got on YouTube for. You know, especially to fucking defend my character. I don't need to defend my fucking character. I know who I am. You know, I know what I've done. I don't have to answer to nobody. But I will answer you. I will give you that. You know?
Yeah.
I'm answering thousands of people at a time, not just you, about what you think about me. You could like me, you could dislike me for the flat earth, or you could dislike me for whatever. I'm from a rival neighborhood, or that I clean up my eyebrows, or you don't like a tattoo that I did. You could do all that to me. You could try to tear me down or destroy me. You could do anything you can. But whatever you're going to try to do is not bigger than the Most High's plan. You know? So I hope you guys take something from this. Thank you, Monica, for your time. Thank you, everybody else, for your time that joined in. I'm sure a lot of you have a lot to talk about. A lot of you will talk to your kids, most likely. I hope you will, after this show, about choices, about decisions, about how they affect other people, you know? About judging other people before you even know everything. So the people that posted shit, like there's like 3 channels that posted, you know, bad shit about me. Hey, I forgive you. I would have posted bad shit about me too. You know, I would have thought the same thing, you know, but I've learned to close my mouth and wait till everything comes out so I don't look like an idiot like you obviously do. But nice try. I hope you guys have a good night, a good evening. For those that are still in their feelings though, I just want to say this. Get at me. Don't do all that, you know? Like my sons, I've always told you, talk to me. You don't need to bring everybody. You know, sometimes you got to let go the hand, you know? But I hope you guys have a good night. Blessings. Say a prayer. And teach your kids. Talk to your kids. Anything, Norby, you want to say?
Out
Go
of
ahead,
respect, I do want to read the super chat.
go for it, bro.
And I did. Chris from Arizona dropped $10. He said, "What's up, Marvelous? Get at me." And Jaime dropped $2. What's going on? Reminds me, Born in East LA movie. And
Shut for reals.
94M dropped 199. Says, you asking take calls.
Okay. There's gonna be too many people that are gonna join talk this. I'm not even trying to do all that. This was already aggravating enough.
Yeah, it's
Um,
long. This was
Later, I mean, if you guys want to talk about it on next episode, call in and bring it up. Go for it. You know, I don't mind. But
Yeah, we're at the 2-hour mark right now.
yeah, okay.
So that was 2 hours right now already.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good night. Be careful what you're you know, giving your energy and putting your energy into. And man, just there's so much to say. I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, giving me your time. And hey, for the couple of you that I got messages before this, I don't even know if they're on the live, but don't trip. Thanks for your apology, and all's forgiven, homie. You know, it's all good. But any last words? That's it?
I just want to thank the live chat, the audience, everybody that's watching us, everybody that's going to watch this on the replay. You know, thank you for you know, being here for Marvelous and me and hearing us out. And we know you got a lot of things to do, so we definitely appreciate everybody that comes here and here's what we have to say. And like Marvelous says, blessings to your family, blessings to everybody, actually. And that's all I got.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, bro. Thank you for taking time for helping me. on this video, homie.
No.
Appreciate
You know that's why we're here, man. Because like you said, we're being transparent, and then that's
Always.
what we have to do when the world is getting ready to just try to destroy you.
Always.
So the more transparency, you know, somebody put in the chat, honesty is the best.
It is. It
policy or
is.
something like
You know
that.
what? Coming out of your denial is the best thing. You know, I've had to do it several times with myself, you know,
Yeah.
but the best thing is, I mean, everything, whether it has a bad effect on your life right now, it's going to end up being a blessing later. You know, just store it in your little file cabinet up here, you know, and use it when you need it.
Yeah, that's the best thing we could do, really. In situations like this, that's all we can really do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from that, I'm
So-
actually just mostly ranting about because I need this outro video to finish processing so I could take us out.
Okay.
properly.
Don't trip. So what do we learn from all this? Just be visual, you know, watch your surroundings. Don't hang out with informants or people that testify against people. And listen to your kids. Listen to your babies. There's a lot that I didn't know that was going on when he read this. You know, so like I said, for you kids that are watching right now, you can't be mad at me. I mean, I raised you guys, man. I want you guys to be better than what you're doing. You know, that's what this is really all about, especially for Daniel. You know, and you shouldn't be jealous of your brother Jay. That's your brother, mijo. And so what if he ended up being my first son? I still love you. I still love him. I love all you guys the same. But thank you everybody for tuning in. All my respects your way.